The little town of Nannup has to be one of the prettiest in the southwest, which seems appropriate because the large areas of forest surrounding the town are also quite spectacular. Balingup Pool, Workers' Pool, forest trails and a heritage trail in town are just some of the things that bring people into the area. Looking at the tall stands of timber in the area today, it's difficult to imagine how difficult life was for the early pioneers who began moving into the area in the mid-1830s. Over the years there have been many reports of a strange creature being sighted in the forests around Nannup. Some describe it as cat-like, others as dog-like. It's possible that these sightings are just of a large feral cat. One theory is that it may be a creature similar to a Tasmanian tiger that has managed to survive in the area, but there has never been any conclusive proof of this, although the fossil record does actually confirm that thylacines did once inhabit this area. And while we're on the subject of local legends, there's one about the local bakery that says in the 1930s it was abandoned by its owners due to the presence of a number of ghosts. Today we came through the little town of Nannup. Very pretty little place. Tends to be one of the more expensive places around the southwest. Very touristy. Nevertheless, a very pleasant place to visit. Now we've come along the Blackwood Tourist Drive. Very windy road, up and down hills. Bit of a tiring drive for anybody driving something like we drive. And we're camping for the night at Wright's Bridge, which is a depot site, Department of Parks and Wildlife. So yes, there's fees here, although unusually for a depot site you can actually bring dogs in here as long as they're on leads. Found ourselves a nice big open area here. This is site number 11 for anybody who wants the reference. Good spot for us because we use solar. We need a place that gives us at least a few hours of sunshine during the day. Now, I had a bit of fun this morning. We were doing a bit of filming. I was riding up in front of the coaster, getting some pictures of the coaster coming along the track from Cambrai, and hit a nice big slick of mud. Went flat on my side on the bike, broke the pedal, and I'm just about to test it to see if the pedal's now going to hold up with the addition of some hockey straps, with the addition of some zip ties. See how that goes. Hopefully it'll hold up and I won't come off the bike again. And here I am doing an incredibly stupid thing, filming and riding at the same time. I've already fallen off this thing once today. Going for crash number 2, especially with a bunch of mud right in front of me. That's basically what got me just this morning. Let's hope we get through this one-handed. There's that. Now this is the second camp loop. Slightly bigger sites, more or less. There are big sites all around, but the biggest site is probably number 11 that we're in at the moment. Pretty empty at the moment considering it's school holidays. It's a bit surprising. On the corner here. Hopefully I won't fall over before I get to stop. This is the day use area down at Wright's Bridge. There's 2 campsite loops. And this area down by the river. A couple of picnic tables. Nice branch to trip over while you're filming. Considering the day I've had today, fell off the bike and tripped over a log, fell flat on my back. If I went in there I'd probably drown, so no swimming. And here we are down at the bridge. For some reason we've never managed to stop here before. It's driven straight through. Very nice little place by the river. Good campsite. From Wright's Bridge it was a relatively short drive to the little town of Balingup. Balingup is on the southwestern highway between the towns of Nannup and Greenbushes. One of the area's natural attractions is Golden Valley Tree Park. Here you will find over 5,000 different types of tree from all around the world. The park is divided into two sections, with one housing exotic species and another housing native trees. The Arboretum was created from converted farmland, and now there are picnic facilities, barbecues and toilets for visitors to use. Balingup is home to the medieval carnival. This is an annual event and attracts visitors from all over the world. Knights, fair maidens, dragons and wenches all vie for space in this wonderful example of local entertainment. If you want to find out more about the carnival, have a look at the links below this video. Greenbushes is a terrific little town just off the main highway. It's an RV friendly town, and there are two separate areas where people with self-contained RVs can stay. The first area is up near the recreation ground, where self-contained RVs can stay for up to 7 nights. The second area is what you're looking at now. It has more limited space but is much more attractive, but the time limit here is 3 nights. Good facilities down here: barbecues, shelters, seats, table, toilets, and in the warmer months of course you've got the pool there if you want to cool down. The only thing is you're not allowed to camp in the car park over there. There are designated places for people to stop. There aren't many places. You could probably fit about 5 vans in down at this site. So limited space. We were lucky to get the spot we're in this morning because someone was just pulling out as we pulled in, so bit of a bonus there. Have a quick look at the pool, and there's a walkway that goes right around the pool. It's not very big, not a very long walk, but very pleasant. The walkway along here. I'll take a quick stroll around that in a minute. There's some mining operations still going on at Greenbushes. You can just hear those. You might not be able to hear it on the camera, but I can hear them in the distance there. But unfortunately with the weather, not a lot of solar going into the power system of the coaster. Depending on the generator a bit at the moment. Not a bad spot to be stuck for a day or so. Did see a marron crawling around in the pond here yesterday, so definitely this water would be fairly good quality at the moment. Hopefully, if the weather allows us to, we'll be moving on to Bridgetown tomorrow. Got quite a few places to go and see around there, and after that we're heading down to Nannup. We'll do a bit of exploring around Greenbushes town before we go. We've got to look at the other rest area in a bit more detail. We missed some of it when we came through town to start off with, so we'll go and have a look at that on the way out as well. Another nice little grevillea here, not sure if it's a native. Not fully in flower yet. Greenbushes really deserves a lot of credit for providing these sort of facilities for visitors. It's brilliant to come down here, be able to stop for a few days and enjoy this. Absolutely gorgeous little spot. Even a seat, sit and relax. The old jail at Greenbushes looks like it was a pretty uncomfortable place, but somebody wrote in 1901, "A more delightful and bracing climate than that at Greenbushes can scarcely be imagined." If that was indeed the case, then perhaps this jail wasn't quite as uncomfortable as it looks today. From the moment you drive into Greenbushes, it feels like there's something a bit different about the place. It has a very pleasant atmosphere and a real sense of community. The locals go out of their way to make visitors feel welcome. At the RV rest areas and around town, you'll find timetables posted telling visitors what community activities are on and when they can join in. There's a lovely little community garden that everybody seems to make an effort to make attractive. And around the town you'll find lots of little information signs telling you about the town's history and giving information on the buildings that are there. Another little town that has a similar atmosphere to this is Westonia. It's located off the Great Eastern Highway on the way to Kalgoorlie. In both these places you get a feeling that the locals have a real sense of pride about their town. Just like Westonia, Greenbushes is located right next door to a large mine. In fact, in Greenbushes, the mine site is right at the end of the main street.